Alright there people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you. We had the best victory today. We had the sweetest victory of them all today with Paul Jubb, plus 3.5. Sound. Put that one in your back pocket. Not only did 3.5 cash, he won the game as well. What a game. What a day. I can't remember the last time I've been that happy over a game of tennis. I really can't. Big win for Jubb today. Everyone writ him off. They all doubted him. You should have known better. We took Vukic as well. Well, I sprinkled on Vukic, -1.5, but the half let us down. But I'm not going to lie, I ended up taking him on the money line as well, so no damage done there. Overall, fantastic. Spot on. Couldn't ask for more. Get in, Paul. Job well done. But into the semi-finals now. Semi-finals, Mallorca, Eastbourne. Before I get into them, like the video if you would. Subscribe if you cash with Paul Jubb today. If not for me, do it for yourself. Do it for Jubb. You know he deserves that. He is more than deserving to that. Right then, I'm going to go through these quick as I can. Knock them out one by one. And I do mean as quick as I can as well. As quick as possible. First one, we'll start in London. First semi-final, Max Purcell, Billy Harris. Max Purcell is quite a decent favourite in this one, 1.61 on the decimal. Billy Harris, 2.3. Spreads 1.5, totals 23.5. Head-to-head is actually 1-0 to Billy Harris. That was last year. 2 tiebreakers. That was in March. I think it was on Challenger Tour. Billy Harris is 11-3 now. 11 wins, 3 losses on the grass this season. He's just hanging around, isn't he? Just hanging around. I'd say I'm surprised he got past Cobley today, but am I surprised? I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Maybe he's just that good. Max Purcell, on paper it looks like he's had a really good run. You know, he beat Laszlo Djere in 3, Sonego in 2, and he got past Kekmanovic in 2 today. But I watched that game and Kekmanovic looks so out of shape. He looks so out of shape. He just kept getting lobbed. Poor decision after poor decision. I'm not buying it. Just no. If you watched it, you'll know what I'm on about. 23.5. If Max Purcell has actually turned a bit of a corner and is going to continue to play the way he's been, I don't mind taking the over 23.5 in this one. Billy Harris has been seeing quite a few tie breaks, and he's been dropping some sets as well. It'd have to be the over 23.5. I would not mind taking a punt on Billy Harris, especially at 2.3. I think that's a steal, actually, at home. Plus 1.5. I'd just take him to win outright. I know I always say when Max Purcell's involved, I don't bother. I usually stay far away as I possibly can, unless I'm betting against them. Now seems like the time for me to bet against them. 1.61 favourite Purcell, no chance. No chance am I taking him. I wouldn't bet Max Purcell even if I did. Give me Billy Harris in that one to get it done at home. Happy days. This one's fucking horrible. This is horrible. Taylor Fritz, Alexander Vukic. Fritz is 1.28 on the decimal. Vukic, is that 3.75? Yeah, 3.75. Or 3.25. My handwriting is atrocious. Spreads 3.5, totals 22.5. I don't know what to do with this. Look, head-to-head is 1-0 to Fritz. That was in the Atlanta final in July. Yeah, July last year. 2-1, that went over. It's a different day, innit? Fritz 1-1 against the spread so far. I think he covered it against Sabo Phil. He didn't cover it against Shang today, which we also mentioned on yesterday's video. If you could get Shang 3.5, 4.5, if you took that, well done. Good on you. Do you think Vukic would have beat Shang? I don't know. He just about fucking beat Nishioka today, didn't he? Oh, God. What did we do with it? Look, at that price, I'm not touching Taylor Fritz. There's just no point. Taylor Fritz will and should win this game. It's just how, innit? You take him in 2. Vukic plus 3.5. My reasoning is, if you took Shang plus 3.5, which I was more than willing to do today, I should be willing to take Vukic plus 3.5, but don't really work like that, do it? We don't know. Like I said, Fritz will win. It's just a matter of how. Let me know in the comments what you think on that one. That's it. Done in London. On to Spain. First one in Spain for the semi-finals. Alejandro Tabilo, Gael Monfils. Bookies have got this split right down the middle to pick 'em 1.9. Spread is a half. Total's 24.5. You know what? I'm not so sure how much Gael Monfils has got left in the tank. He's already played 3 games already, hasn't he? Played 3 games. Went the distance with Roberto Batista Agut today. He does love a little 250 event, doesn't he? He is good on the grass, but Alejandro Tabilo has had, well, compare him to Monfils' game, relatively quick games. He dealt with Shevchenko, and who did he beat today? Jakob Mensah. Easy work. Easy work. I could not take Monfils in this spot. With this price being the way it is, I would have to take Tabilo, and I very well might do that. That's the potential, and I do mean big emphasis on the potential official. Alejandro Tabilo on the money line is just jumping out at me. Monfils can't have much left, surely. Surely. I'm not praying for his downfall, but if I had to bet on it, which I probably will, at these odds, I'd say Monfils isn't going to do it. I'd much rather take the fresher, younger Tabilo here. I really would. Stay tuned. We'll see what we do with that one. And the last one's best for last. Sebastian Offner, Paul Jubb. Spread's 1.5. Offner is a favourite. 1.66. Very similar to Max Purcell. Paul Jubb, 220. All right, okay, so Billie Eilish must be 230. That weren't the one I got wrong. I'm getting mixed up. It was Vukic, weren't it? Yeah, 3.75. I think that one is, ignore me, chatting shit. Paul Jubb. What a guy. What a guy. Paul Jubb's your next new favourite tennis player, everyone. You know it. Criminal how he's barely in the top 300. And he just dealt with Ben Shelton today. Admittingly, it was a lot closer than we probably would have liked, but just after that first set, after them first few games, even though we got broke back, I knew that we'd made the right decision. It was written in the stars that he was going to cover that spread today. Ben Shelton's a mess on the grass. That kid is teared on the grass, and his ranking's going to take a massive dip over grass season, isn't it? But it's all right, because he'll probably fucking get it all back come hard court. Sebastian Offner. Oh, he dropped a set to Alex Michelsen today. All right, he clawed it back and won the next 2, but he still dropped a set to Michelsen. He's dropped, how many has he dropped? Dropped a couple. I can't remember who else he's played. Oh, he dropped onto Jami Munar as well. First match. Oh, you know what? We took Paul Jubb yesterday, depending on it's still a few minutes before midnight, but depending on what time it comes out, it might be yesterday, whatever. We took Paul Jubb against Shelton. Shelton's the favourite for the whole tournament. Do not be silly. Let's stick with it. Let's keep hammering the nail. Paul Jubb's going to beat Sebastian Offner tomorrow. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Sebastian missed a fucking double fault to Offner. I can just see him double faulting his way out of this match as well. Paul Jubb will be too much for him. Too quick. Too good. All day. Paul Jubb plus 1.5. Paul Jubb money line. Take it however way you want it. Right. Done and dusted. Happy days. Taking Paul Jubb plus 1.5. Of course I am. Are you silly? And You know what, I'm probably going to take Alejandro Tabilo to beat Gael Monfils. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. We shall see what happens with that one. Max Purcell, Harris. Oh, you know, I'd lean towards Billy Harris. Probably won't bet it. Taylor Fritz should. He will beat Alexander Vukic. It's just how. It's just how you're going to get some value out of it. Maybe a little bet builder. Fritz to win over 8.5 games in set 1 and 2. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. As of now, I'm locking in with Job plus 1.5. Lock it in, lock it up, put it in your back pocket. Sound. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like the video if you've liked the video. Subscribe if you're not. Let's go get some cash. Take it easy. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Enjoy the semi-finals. See you tomorrow.